Have you ever wondered what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning? Let's dive into the fascinating science behind our planet's rotation. Think of the Earth as a spinning top. This celestial dance isn't just for show. The rotation of the Earth is what gives us our familiar pattern of day and night. As the Earth spins on its axis, different parts of the planet are exposed to the sun's rays. When we face the sun, it's daytime. And when we're turned away, it's night. The Earth's rotation isn't a leisurely stroll either. Our planet is whipping around at an impressive speed. If you were standing on the equator, you'd be moving at over 1,000 miles per hour, due to the Earth's rotation. Don't worry though, you won't feel this speed because we're all moving with it. But what about seasons? That's where the tilt of the Earth comes into play. Imagine holding a lollipop and tilting it slightly. That's pretty much what our Earth does. It's tilted at an angle of approximately 23.5 degrees relative to its orbit around the sun. This tilt means that as the Earth orbits the sun, different parts of the planet receive varying amounts of sunlight throughout the year. When the North Pole is tilted towards the sun, it's summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere. Half a year later, when the South Pole is leaning towards the sun, the seasons flip. This rotation and tilt are like the Earth's heartbeat and breath, giving rhythm to our lives. They dictate when we rise and sleep, when we plant and harvest, and even influence our weather patterns. So the Earth's rotation isn't just a random occurrence but a fundamental aspect of life as we know it. Now, let's dive into our main topic. What would happen if the Earth stopped spinning? Imagine this. One day, the Earth, in its eternal dance around the sun, suddenly comes to a halt. The immediate effects would be far from subtle. Our planet's rotation doesn't just give us day and night, it's also responsible for the distribution of our oceans and the shape of the land. First off, we'd experience extreme winds. The Earth's atmosphere is spinning along with the planet. If the Earth stopped, the atmosphere wouldn't. This would create winds of unimaginable speeds, whipping around the globe and causing widespread destruction. Buildings, trees, even the ground beneath our feet would be torn apart by these gale-force winds. Next, there's the matter of our oceans. The centrifugal force caused by Earth's spin pushes water towards the equator, creating what we know as the equatorial bulge. If the Earth stopped spinning, this force would disappear. The oceans would redistribute themselves, rushing towards the poles and leaving behind a mega-continent that wraps around the Earth's equator. Imagine a world where the vast Pacific and Atlantic are no more, replaced by a single immense landmass. But that's not all. The Earth's spin also affects its shape. Right now, our planet is an oblate spheroid, slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator due to its rotation. If the Earth stopped spinning, it would eventually become a perfect sphere. This reshaping would trigger cataclysmic earthquakes and volcanic eruptions as the crust adjusts to its new form. As we peel back the layers of this hypothetical situation, we start to realize just how interconnected everything on our planet is. The Earth's rotation influences our weather, our geography, and even the air we breathe. A sudden halt would throw our world into chaos. As you can see, the immediate effects alone would be catastrophic. But the immediate effects are just the beginning. What about the long-term consequences? Picture this: a world frozen in time, where Earth's rotation has come to a halt. Let's start with the climate. Without the Earth's daily spin, our planet would be split into two extreme halves. One half would be plunged into eternal darkness and chilling cold, while the other would be perpetually exposed to the sun, creating a scorching desert. The boundary between these two extremes would be a narrow band of twilight, potentially the only habitable area. Weather patterns would be drastically altered. Right now, the Earth's rotation drives the trade winds, shapes ocean currents, and influences weather patterns. Without this spin, we'd lose these winds and currents, and weather would become much more extreme and unpredictable. Now let's talk about biodiversity. The sudden shift in climate zones would undoubtedly lead to the extinction of many species. Animals and plants adapted to specific day-night cycles and temperatures would struggle to survive these new conditions. Entire ecosystems could collapse, and the food chain would be severely disrupted. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Over time, life has shown an incredible ability to adapt to changing conditions. New species might evolve to fill the niches left by those that couldn't adapt. Humanity, with our technology and ingenuity, could find ways to survive. We might build underground cities or develop new agricultural techniques to cope with the extreme climates. Finally, we must consider the impact on our technology. Satellites rely on the Earth's rotation to maintain their orbits. Without it, their paths would become erratic, potentially leading to a collapse of global communication and navigation systems. In the long run, a non-spinning Earth would be a radically different place. It's a world that's hard to imagine, but contemplating these hypothetical scenarios helps us appreciate the delicate balance of our planet and the intricate systems that make life as we know it possible. How could gravity play into this scenario, you may ask? Well, gravity is a fundamental force that keeps our world spinning, quite literally. It's the invisible glue that holds together the cosmic ballet of celestial bodies, and Earth is no exception. In the context of our spinning Earth, gravity plays a crucial role in shaping the planet. You see, Earth is not a perfect sphere, it's an oblate spheroid, meaning it's slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. This shape is a result of the combined effects of gravity and the centrifugal force caused by Earth's rotation. But what if Earth stopped spinning? Here's where things get interesting. Without rotation, the centrifugal force would disappear, leaving gravity unopposed. This force would pull everything towards the center of the Earth, gradually reshaping our world into a more perfect sphere. This transformation would not be instantaneous, of course, but over time, we would see the equatorial bulge decrease, causing oceans to redistribute and landmasses to shift. The Earth, in essence, would be getting a cosmic facelift. And what about us, the inhabitants of this spinning globe? The changes in gravity would be felt in our daily lives too. Right now, we experience slightly less gravity at the equator due to Earth's rotation. But if the world stopped spinning, gravity would become uniform across the planet. We'd all weigh slightly more than we do now, and jumping would be a bit more challenging. Buildings and infrastructure would need to be redesigned to withstand these new gravitational forces. So in the grand scheme of things, gravity would have a significant role to play if our Earth stopped spinning. It would reshape our planet, alter our physical experiences, and redefine the way we construct our world. Gravity, it seems, would be our greatest ally and our greatest enemy in a world without rotation. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Well, we've journeyed through a fascinating exploration of the Earth's rotation and its vital importance to life as we know it. We've seen how the seemingly simple spin of our planet is integral to creating the conditions that allow us to exist and thrive. Our adventure started with an understanding of the Earth's rotation, this constant, reliable spin that not only gives us our days and nights, but also contributes to the complex weather patterns and climate zones we experience. It's easy to take for granted, but the Earth's rotation is a fundamental part of our daily lives. We then delved into the thought-provoking scenario of what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning. It's a chilling prospect that underscores the delicate balance of our planet. Without the Earth's rotation, we'd face catastrophic consequences, from massive winds sweeping across the globe, to drastic changes in gravity that would reshape the very surface of the Earth itself. We also explored the long-term consequences of such an event. The extinction of many species, a drastic shift in climate, and the relocation of entire continents are just some of the profound changes we'd witness. It's a sobering reminder of the intricate web of interconnected systems that make up our world. Our exploration wouldn't be complete without acknowledging the role of gravity. This invisible force, so crucial in keeping everything in place, is intrinsically linked to the Earth's rotation. Should the Earth stop spinning, gravity would reshape our world in ways we can hardly imagine. But beyond the science and the hypotheticals, there's an important message here. Our planet is a delicate, complex system. Its balance allows for the diverse life we see around us, and the conditions that make our existence possible. As we strive to understand and appreciate this balance, we should also work towards its preservation. It's clear that the rotation of the Earth is more than just a spin, it's a vital part of our existence. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and remember, keep asking questions and exploring the world around you.